Last time on Dragon Ball Super, Black explains his whole convoluted backstory, which makes no goddamn sense. Goku gets a rage boost, which also makes no goddamn sense, which is pretty fucking cool regardless. And then Trunks gets really goddamn angry and gets a new transformation, kinda, sorta. I don't know, we'll find out in episode 62. Synopsis, over. The first thing I'd like to say about this is, you fucked it up, guys. You were so close. Yeah, like this arc hasn't been perfect. It's had its little missteps here and there, but it's overall maintained a fairly high level of quality by my standards. But everything about this arc really did just hinge on this reveal. Like, however stupid this reveal is, like, this is how stupid the arc is overall. Because this is like the crux of the arc. This is what it's all been building up to. Like, this fucking reveal, and it's stupid. Black reveals that he is Zamasu, as in he is the exact same Zamasu that Goku fought. Now, and that the fact that, like, oh, well, we killed that Zamasu, it's like, but I have the time ring, and the time ring is some cheap world-hacking bullshit. So that means I still get to be in existence, even though you killed the past Zamasu. Now, the problem I have with this is the only reason that Zamasu ever fought Goku in the first place is because Trunks came back from the future because Black was already in the future, which means Black wouldn't have existed if Goku had never confronted him. What? It's this weird-ass fucking paradox, and it's one that doesn't really make sense now because they killed past Zamasu, and this Zamasu's still alive, and yet, like, Zamasu shows, or Black shows, like, in a flashback, that, like, he made the wish, and he swapped out with Goku, and then he kills Goku, and he kills her. It's like, okay, how could that have happened in that specific variation of that timeline? How did that version of that timeline even exist, where he was able to wish to become Black, if he's also from the same timeline where Goku had confronted him because Black had already existed when he had been killed, and oh my god, my fucking brain. And the worst part is, it's kind of a cool concept, the idea of, Zamasu swapping bodies with Goku and going to the future timeline and teaming up with that Zamasu, so that they made, like, this awesome fucking duo. That is a cool idea. Like, conceptually, it's awesome. Like, this is the fucking Kaioken versus Tokitabashi situation all over again, where it's like, this is cool as shit to watch. Like, it's like, oh, that's so fucking cool, but then, like, you get into, like, the specifics of it, it's like, this makes no goddamn sense. This is fucking dumb. But the difference here is, unlike the Kaioken versus Tokitabashi, where it was just, like, this gimmick for a single fight, this is the crux of the entire arc. This is what this whole arc has been building up to, is this reveal, and it's dumb, and it makes no fucking sense. And the worst part is that, like, this reveal now reverberates to all the past episodes and all the future episodes of this arc. Because, like, this has been where this whole arc, builds from, is this reveal. And it's fucking nonsensical garbage, and it didn't have to be this way. So now the whole fucking arc is essentially stupid by association with this fucking reveal. And the absolute worst part is that it didn't have to be this way. Like, he didn't have to say that, oh yes, I'm the same Zamasu from this that you fought before, from your exact same timeline. He could have just said that he was an alternate timeline Zamasu, where Trunks had not gone back into the future, and then by Trunks going back to the past again, he had created, like, another split timeline, and they killed that Zamasu. He didn't have to say he came from a timeline. Like, here, I'm gonna fix this shit right now. Instead of saying all that stupid shit that Black said, instead he says, oh yeah, I came from this split time. I came from another timeline where Trunks had never come back, and the reason I killed you and took your body and started this whole plan is because I heard of your exploits from the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. It spread throughout all the universes, and I feared you. And there you go. There's the inciting incident. And then you have an arc that builds off of the last one. Organic storytelling in Dragon Ball Super? No way! And it's weird because they kind of did that, but, like, that wasn't the inciting incident. Like, it was still, like, like him, it keeps going back to the fact that, like, it's that original timeline where Goku had fought him. They could have just had it build off of, he had found out about the tournament, he had found out about Goku and, like, these mortal beings being gods, and it scared the shit out of him, and he swapped bodies with Goku, the most powerful of these mortals. There you go. That's all they needed, but they didn't do it that way. It could have made fucking sense, and it doesn't make sense. It could have been a way stronger story. Like I said, it could have been a story that friggin' tied to the events of the last arc, and dun dun dun, had an organic storytelling, that thing I bitched about months ago, Super not having. So yeah, this concept was stupid. It pissed me off. It's just, oh my god. And then Goku, once he finds out about what happened to his past, or his other alternate timeline self, I guess, and, his wife and, Goten and that variation of some timeline that apparently doesn't even fucking exist anymore because past Zamasu is now dead, he loses his shit and then gets the rage boost. God damn it. Characters that aren't Gohan don't get rage boosts. That was like a thing in Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's like, people keep saying like rage boosts have always been a thing in Dragon Ball. Yeah, if you're Gohan and if you're a kid, it was always specifically a Gohan thing. Now it's like an anyone can have it thing. And the weird thing is, like, much like with Vegeta, like, we've seen Vegeta rage out before, like whenever Trunks died, and he didn't get a rage boost, but then like his wife gets bitch smacked, and then he fucking loses it. And here, we've seen Goku attack in a fit of rage. We saw it against Tao Pai Pai. He didn't get any kind of boost in power. He got the shit kicked out of him. He had to go fucking train with Cardi, and then he was able to fucking take on Tao Pai Pai. But here, no, he gets this huge boost in power. He's now able to, like, kick the shit out of Black, who was completely dominating them before. And he's taking on Black and Zamasu. And it's just, it's cool. It is a cool fucking fight. Don't get me wrong. Like, it is awesome to look at. But the whole time in the back of my mind is like, why? Why does he have a rage boost? They're just fucking handing these out like fucking candy on Halloween now. It's like, you get a rage boost, and you get a rage boost. Everyone gets a rage boost. It was stupid. Like, I hate that concept too. Like, and that's kind of like the thing with this episode is like everyone's like, apparently a lot of people are calling it the best episode of Super so far, and I'm not seeing it because for every cool thing that's happened, like in this episode, it's connected to something really fucking stupid. Like, yeah, it's like, it's cool to see Goku just go fucking savage and whip the shit out of two guys. But at the same time, it's like, why does he have this rage boost? I mean, like, the only time he's ever gotten any kind of boost from anger is the first time he turns Super Saiyan. That's it. Any other time he's gotten angry, it's had no fucking effect on his power whatsoever. And the same thing goes for, like, the whole Zamasu Black reveal when it's like, oh, it's like, yeah, that's, like, it's really cool conceptually, but then you get into the specifics of it, and it's fucking stupid. Like every friggin' part of this episode, because I mean, really, it's like the two parts of this episode. It's like half exposition, half fighting, and it's okay, I guess. I don't know. And then Trunks gets super fucking angry, and then he gets like a new transformation, and I guess it's a new transformation. I mean, he's kind of got like his Super Saiyan aura kind of mixed in with God aura, but he's still got the blonde hair, and his eyes, I think, were whited out, and I'm like, what? But honestly, I'm not going to call that stupid or whatever, until the next episode. Next episode, if they explain it and it makes sense contextually and it pleases me, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was fine. I was okay with that part. But whatever. I'll find out next episode whether or not it's something I like or something I dislike. So I can't really say anything on that. It looked cool. It looked really fucking cool. Hopefully it actually ends up being cool. And I mean, this episode isn't like a complete and utter, like, like, it doesn't fuck up everything. Like, whenever Zamasu or Black, whatever you want to call them, they do the whole explanation of, like, what happened to Goku, and, like, right before Goku's freak out, they talk about, like, oh, like, I killed, like, your wife and kid, too. Like, like, that was, like, a really well done scene. Like, that was really well done. I loved whenever, Zamasu was, like, standing in front of Goku and he has him pinned to that wall, and Black, like, stabs through Zamasu and just impales Goku. Like, that visually was a great fucking scene. And that's the thing, like, this episode's full of great visuals. Like, aesthetically, it's a cool fucking episode. It's got some great bits of animation. Nothing like that one episode done by Sheeta, but it's visually, it's a well put together episode. It's just, when you get to all the plot reveal stuff, it's stupid. Oh, I also really liked just how they kind of tie back things back to the Cell arc, it's like, yeah, no, Trunks, this is all your fault. Like, if you hadn't gone back in time, Goku never would have lived, I never would have known about him, and then I never would have become black, and I never would have done all this. So really, all this shit that is happening is your fault. And finally, we get, like, a tie back to, what, Whis had said in like the previous episode, talking about like the butterfly effect. So I'm like, no, that's bullshit. The butterfly effect has no bearing on any of this because like Trunks created a split timeline, so that isn't going to affect anything. But oh shit, there's a time traveler now who can jump timelines, and yeah, so like what Whis said because I was originally calling bullshit. I'm like, no, there's no butterfly effect. He's just creating a split timeline. His timeline's still the same, but no, like this is actually his fault. So it actually ties back to that shit that Whis said in the beginning. So it makes sense contextually now. And I like the fact that they were building off that, and the fact that they really just kind of hammered in that, no, this is your fucking fault. All this death, all this destruction, this falls plainly on your shoulders, Trunks. You fucked up. But yeah, like this episode's a complete fucking mixed bag. Like I said, like it's one of those episodes like I love parts of it and I hate parts of it, and it's like I've never hit this weird balance of like I said, like almost every scene, like every part of this episode, I'm like, that's so cool, that's so stupid, and it just whatever, if you like it, cool, whatever. It hits all those little checkpoints that I'm like, that pissed me off, that pissed me off, that pissed me off. Like, it's just like, it's not the things that it's those little things narratively that just get under my skin and keep me from really, really enjoying a story. And, I mean, hopefully I can just put all this bullshit behind me, and then in these future episodes, I can just be like, hey, this shit's cool, and just in the back of my mind, I'm still gonna have, like, oh god, the crux of this arc is really stupid. But, whatever. Hopefully, at least the next episodes are really cool, and this arc still comes out being at least cool. If not good, if not like legitimately good and sensical, it'll come out cool at very least, and it'll be fun to watch. Till next time, guys, Xeon out.